Hey everyone, it's Kevin from King's Crossing. We appreciate y'all liking and sharing these short devotional videos. The more these get shared, the more we hope we can be a blessing to others. So I just wanted to start off by saying thanks for helping us out with that. At the end of Philippians chapter 1, Paul urges the Philippians to live like they're governed by a set of heavenly laws. In the same verse, Paul says this means they need to stand together and support each other during times of suffering and persecution. Now, I don't think the average person goes out looking for suffering. I think most of us try to avoid it. So it might surprise us then when Paul says right after this, "For God has graciously given you all the gift of not only believing in Christ, but also of suffering for him." Now, suffering's a bad thing, right? So how is suffering a gift? I think if we understand suffering in the right way, we can find some good in times of suffering. Jesus suffered quite a bit, even before he was crucified, and he taught his followers how to endure the suffering they would inevitably face. We actually see this happen later on in the book of Acts when Peter and John were released from prison. They praised God. Because of their faithfulness, they had been treated the same way Jesus himself had been treated. But I think Jesus' brother James gives us the best explanation for how we can properly orient ourselves during times of suffering. He says, "My brothers and sisters, whenever you fall into various trials, regard it all with joy, because you realize the testing of your faithfulness produces endurance." Suffering can be a gift as long as we suffer with Jesus and with each other, supporting each other during those times of suffering. When we stand together, when we work with each other, when we support each other during suffering and persecution, we embody the unity that Jesus calls us to have.